Hello, this is the presentation of the Sharepoint connector for the Kentico CMS. It will show you how you can simply show the content from Sharepoint in Kentico CMS without using any additional third-party components. You can get the Sharepoint connector if you go to our website, kentico.com, click on the features, then the Sharepoint connector. Just fill in the form and then you can download the connector. I already installed mine, so what I have here is the Sharepoint website. You can see it contains some libraries like this images libraries. Library contains the images. I have some sample lists like the customers, which contains some lists of customers. And then I have standard Kentico CMS website. You can see it's our corporate website, and I created this new section Sharepoint, which basically shows the examples of what you can do with our Sharepoint connector. First of all, I'll show you what it can do, then I'll show you how it's done. First demo is how to show the available lists from the site. You can see my website is displaying the list of lists on my Sharepoint website, which is the same as here. So you have the document you have the lists and documents in there. I told you I have this customers list. You can see it contains 49 items. So if I go to the detail of the customers list, I can see the customer names, companies, things like that. And my other example shows you the same list displayed on Kentico CMS website. You can see all the features that standard repeaters have, like paging, are enabled, so you can use any features similar that you can use in standard Kentico CMS web parts. So this is my list of items. I can add some item. Like I'll add I need some number, or maybe I'll just type in some random things. I forgot G. So I'll save it. You can see the new item is present on the Sharepoint site. If I refresh my website, I can see the item at the end of the list. So this is how to display the lists on Kentico CMS website. Then I can display the lists of libraries, of the picture libraries, like this. I can see my images, pictures, and sites libraries. If I go back to the site hierarchy, I can see the same libraries on Sharepoint. Again, I can display the details, like here my picture library, my image library contains these 3 images. If I click on the detail, I see the same images. I can upload a new one. Like this small icon here. So I have a new image in my library, and of course I can display it if I just refresh the website. Then you can see another feature. Of course you can use caching the same way how you can use it with our repeaters, but if, for example, other user who doesn't have the cache comes to the website, he sees the updated list, or of course if the cache expires. So these are the examples. You can display pictures or documents. First, you can display lists of sites, you can display lists of picture libraries, and you can also navigate to our SharePoint website. So if I just click on the item, I can go to the SharePoint website, see the content on it. If I go to CMS desk, I'll show you how this works. So you can see my SharePoint section. There's 4 pages, and each page is containing the same web part. It is the SharePoint data viewer web part, and it works very similar way how the repeater does. But it just takes the data from the SharePoint services, from the SharePoint server. So you can see I have configured mine to my SharePoint server to some specific web service of it. And I say display me the site lists and display them with transformation. You are using the same transformations as you are used to. So we just evaluate the fields of which the web service returned in the result. So this transformation is showing the link to the item on the SharePoint server and its title and the count of sub-items. So this is about the lists of lists. The list view example is using the same web part, SharePoint data viewer. It is using the same web service to access the lists, and it is using specific list content and displays the list items here. Again, I'm just using some other transformation. In this case, I'm showing the customer name and the customer city in the list. Again, that's all. You can see here that you can use different parameters. You can specify queries to limit the results. You can set the paging and other properties of the web part, like caching, envelope, things like that. The picture libraries works very similar way. It just uses different service to get the data. It says get me the picture libraries, and each library is again just navigated link to the SharePoint website and displays the title. So that's the list of the picture libraries, and if you want to display the list of pictures from specific library, like this, again we are using the imaging web service. We are using the images library or list, and we are displaying the list of pictures, again using some specific transformation, which at this point displays the image and the name of the image. You can see the predefined functions that can give you the image URL. If we look at the image URL, you can see it goes through CMS pages, get SharePoint file script. So again, it's completely Kentico enabled. It gives you the caching, it gives you everything that Kentico scripts, file scripts can give you. If you look closely at the properties of the web parts, you can see that you can use username, password to the SharePoint server at each web part, so you can connect to multiple instances of SharePoint server or use different accounts to it. Or you also have new settings category SharePoint, where you can set these credentials to, and they'll be used globally. And that's basically how our SharePoint connector works. If you just have some questions, write us on support@kentico.com, and I recommend you to try our SharePoint connector, because it can give you great opportunity to integrate with SharePoint.